You won't know who I am from what you perceive. But if you listen when we speak, then you will receive a glimpse of who I am. And then you'll believe and have a life of peace because your soul is at ease. You see, our source is the essence of which this world is conceived, which means that we were here before the bird and the bee. Now, if you have not guessed, I am eternity. But now, if you have guessed and you guessed correctly, that simply means we share the same destiny to realize we are the God and Trinity that is talked about in Christianity. Now some will say that vanity or go as far as insanity. It's because they believe in Western theology. But as for we, you see, we choose ancient Kemetic philosophy. Not to say that's the only path to immortality. That's the path for we, this life, you see, as we devote our life to helping others be free, so they in turn can reach their full divinity. And this is done because of the he and I and the I and he. Peace and wholeness.
Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, one and all.
Hey. What's happening?
Everything and nothing at the same time.
All at the same damn time.
That's right, man. Same time, man. Same time.
Oh, man. 1 second. Let me go refill my coffee real quick.
That's right. As we just welcome and introduce anyone who may be tuning in live, either live or catching this replay. Just a reminder of you're tuned into a soulful discussion on this Soulful Sunday. Soulful Sunday, which brings about a soulful discussion. Yes, this is brought to you by the Indigenous Cultural University, which is the health ministry for the I.C.U Nation Tribe. Yeah, the I.C.U Nation Tribe. And this is going to read the official write up in the sense to, keep us on track on the same page. So, the Indigenous Culture University presents Soulful Sundays. Soulful Sundays are a time for fellowshipping and engaging with kindred spirits, God beings experiencing ourselves in a three-dimensional reality. We have discussions and dialogue on far out and esoteric teachings, philosophies, and mysticism in order to bring them closer to home in a practical way for integration in our daily lives. By uniting the common principles of science, religion, and spirituality into a lifestyle, we become the embodiment and manifestation of these teachings, leaving our soul feeling full and complete, i.e., becoming another Christ, or better yet, being another example of reaching, maintaining, and sustaining Christ consciousness, the return of the ancient ones. I am it, dot me. Yeah, so here we got soulful discussion. Everybody who's tuned in somehow, some way resonate with the fact that you know that you are it somewhere in your soul and your beingness. You are aware that you are it. You are it. You are the she it. You are the he it. You are the it, baby. Right? You are the it. And so again, we just have these discussions to discuss what does it look like? How does it manifest? You know, how was it enjoying its experiences? And here we are, Soulful Sundays. And with that said, we shall officially open the portal, you see, with the Tibetan singing bowls as we allow these frequencies to naturally assist us with raising our vibration to match that, you know, of the cosmos at whatever level we're able to reach that. And from this place of matching our vibration as close we can to being in perfect resonant harmony with the cosmos, in this space, we even call the gateway, you know, right there, the gateway. From this space, we allow our intentions to instantly manifest. So we use this time for our prayers, our meditation, our libations, whatever the season, the occasion, the thought bring forth. The purest of intentions, being a blessing, unity, wholeness, oneness, whatever way that manifests. Again, whether it's for simply asking to receive, asking in your prayers and receiving in your meditation, and or simply sharing the goodness of the love vibration of frequency throughout the multiverse by naming and identifying those that you are connected with, hence our libations. As a man returning to coffee, another form of libation. That's why everything is everything. Yes, as we look at the old Macedonian nature, allowing the sound frequency to take our vibration to its most natural state, its natural state. We got the visual and we got the sound. There it is. Like you went on mute there. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's deep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, give thanks. Want to confess. Give thanks. Tony Bowmasters is the reason my person invested in this little Tibetan singing bowl. You know. Because we've been around it for a number of years, experiencing the sound
Yeah,
bath and all that. However, we weren't really inclined to really get our own bowl. Hanging around
yeah,
with Dad Tony, man, and every time he just pull a joint out the bag and start playing that joint, and it's like, man, that is so cool. Spirit's like, nigga, we'll get you one there. Shit, get your ass one. What the fuck, Get your little something, something.
yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I felt the same way when somebody played it for me. I was like, yo, what the hell is that? I was like, hey, yo, I gotta get me some of those, yo. That's wild. Oh man, it's so funny, yo. I have people come up to me on the street. They be like, yo, what is that? What is that? I'll be like, it's a singing bowl. They like, where can I get it? I'm like, go on Amazon, go to a crystal store, go anywhere. Oh my God, that is so wonderful. I'll be like, yeah, yo, it's good. Good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, if that's anyone tuning in, if you enjoy, if you had a sound bath experience on Singing Bowl, you enjoy it, if you enjoy what we do here, and if you don't have one, again, go to Amazon. There's um it's, $10, $15, $20. So, so
You can get
yeah,
all the way up in the thousands if you want to. It's all kinds of
they
crazy
they
bowls.
that's right, they can, so it's all about your preference, what you're looking to do.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
mm,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
yeah, yeah. So what's different? Anything different that's hitting? Because ain't nothing new in it. But it could be like different experiences and shit like that. Just want to just see what's happening.
Oh man, it's realizations, revelations lead to realizations, and it's like you've always had these thoughts in your head, but then it's
Right,
like, oh wow, I'm seeing it. Like once I realize it, or it's been revealed to me. Now it's like, oh
right,
snap, this was happening the whole time. Okay, this
right.
is that, da 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 da, and now you can move accordingly. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's always new downloads and shit, or a new
yeah.
combination of such. You know,
Hmm.
and yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie. It's the other night. You know how you say these nuts,
Right,
right?
right.
I was playing around with that, and I just kept saying it. I was these nuts, these nuts, these nuts, like. And then you look at what a nut actually is, and it's not. It's a seed. It's a seed. You plant a seed. You
Yeah,
put a seed into the ground, and then it grows into a tree. Some
right,
wood.
right, right,
And then, and then that grows, and then that produces more seeds. So
right.
these nuts, you know what I'm saying? It's like these nuts, then it just applies all over.
Exactly. Right, right. Just packed with nutrients.
Yeah, and many alls, minerals. It's
Right,
so much. Everything you need is in the seed. It's what is thousands of trees in the seed. It just keeps going because it's just that process, that everlasting process that keeps scratching the back. It keeps, scratches back, scratch out, put the seed in the dirt. The dirt gives it the minerals. It creates the tree. The tree creates more seeds. The seeds distribute. They fall into the earth again. The squirrels come in there. They start moving shit around and redistributing and moving seeds over here, going and burying seeds over there. They saving it for food later, but they forget about them. They don't remember about the seeds, and they forget. They forgot where I buried it. Well, now you got a big oak tree sitting right there. All these years, and it's just
right.
constant. Nature's constantly in its process, moving and doing its thing.
And nothing is taken over.
Yeah,
If everything is in the balance.
And
You see all these
balance.
1,000 trees in the seed, but yet there's room for still more trees to pop up. So it's not like the trees is taking over. It's like in
Right.
a certain species it just dominating some shit. Like you say, either get lost, taken out, eaten by other shit, or absorbed. There's always this, they call it the ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yeah. I love that. Love the that just how it works. And as you study it more, you start to realize more and more how different things work and what's going on. And it connects dots, it unlocks it, helps to show you the fuller picture as you slowly just take your time and get into it. Start with one word, start with the first sentence of a book, start whatever, then just build on it from there. You know,
yeah. Yeah.
but
It's all about the ecosystem. Shout out to free underscore high in Carolina. Our sister Carolina, they joined in on the Instagram there. Welcome. If you got any questions or something, a topic or something, throw it out there. Let's dive in, discuss some things.
hmm. Hmm.
hmm Yeah, well, we was talking about this story. My person is like, it's the season for understanding the power of your story, just telling your story. That's all we're doing, and we're telling our story. And the more that
Hmm.
shit lined up, then we believe it, and it just happens. So,
Yeah.
and was having a discussion uh, one day about pain. In fact, somebody had put a post on Facebook says pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. My person
Hmm.
chimed back and says pain is inevitable until you realize that it too is a choice.
Hmm.
Difference,
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And
That's
then
the shit.
so then that it was like some about red flags came up.
Hmm.
Because the analogy is as adults, a lot of times we know about red flags. Should have paid
Yep.
attention to the red flags. Usually it's talking about like a relationship or something, or a business deal. There was some red flags. She kept doing this stuff and overlooked it because we wanted her to be the one, whatever the case may be,
Yep.
overlooked the red flags.
Hmm.
But what happened? And this guy came back. Well, shit, what happened if we honor the red flags and say, okay, it says stop, let's stop. And then we honor the green flags. If it says go, let's go for it. So we honor those flags. Then it's like we becoming moving away from less pain. 'Cause we're not choosing pain because we get some kind of message saying, "Don't do that, nigga. Slow down. Stop. Don't."
Hmm.
Is when we
Yeah.
ignore those things and still go forward. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, that's when the pain occurs. But by saying, "Okay, I'm getting tuned and listening," and that's when the red light, green light game came up as a child. Because there was like we remember playing that shit growing up. It was like you turn around, one, two, three, red light. If it's red
Hmm.
light, you got to stop. Yeah, they turn around, you start running towards them, stop. But if they say green light, you can keep going until they say red light. Then the first person that grab them, that's what we used to play it anyway. The first person to grab them, then you become the red light, green
You
light
become
person.
friendly. Yep. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we played that as a motherfucking child. And then when we got older, we started talking about the red flags. Should have paid attention to the red flags. Yeah, the universe says stop. Just like it's a
Right.
child. Stop,
Right.
go. The
Right.
universe now is the one who's in the front saying stop,
Yep.
go. But
Yep.
if we don't pay attention, then we like, yeah. So that's how the topic came. It was like, just throw it out there, man. Just see what happened with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Bring all that up because the red light, green light, and the red flags, and how the relationships, and the stop go joint. It's like a and then pain being your mind's incorrect thought about it.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like you feel like that hurt, but you know what I'm saying? Just in that instant, and then you start to think about it, and then all of a sudden the pain leaves. You see
Uh
what I'm
huh.
saying? What's your
Uh
body
huh.
is adapting to it, and it's changing, it's transmuting that feeling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody come slap you in the face. Pow! Oh shit! Oh, God damn it! Fuck! Yeah, and then
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
in the meantime, you probably thrown off a few punches, or get try to inflict some pain in response. But
Uh-huh.
again, if somebody's punching you, right? If you're just standing there by yourself, somebody sneaks you, then you feel that pain. But when
Right.
you're in the middle of a fight, it doesn't feel
Right.
the same way. You
Right.
see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Getting punched, you like,
Right.
what, nigga? What? Pop, pop, pop. Just eating it. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Because your adrenaline is all high. It's up. It's there. You're not feeling
Right.
nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, oh shit. So the red flags would be fine. I guess the
Uh,
blood that finally comes out when you like, all right,
ah.
maybe we should stop. But it's interesting. It's funny just looking at it from that perspective because if I condition myself to get punched a certain type of way, then that punch is no longer painful. But to that
Uh-huh.
person who's not conditioned to take those punches, then yeah, oh, you just hurt. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's all these dramatics
Uh-huh.
and so forth. So shit, what type of conditioning are you going through?
For those who not conditioned for old rag, it could be painful.
Yeah.
Experience that shit.
Yo,
Nigga say, oh, we can hike. We know how to walk. Just walking uphill. Who don't know how to do that? Oh no, nigga, you ain't conditioned. So you that motherfucker pain start coming in. And so the second time it was better. So we got a little bit more conditioning. So we don't feel the
more
pain.
conditioning. Yeah,
Right.
well, you still feel the pain. Trust, I still
It's,
every
it's just
time I walk up that joint, I still feel it, but it's a
it's
tolerable pain. It's something
right,
that I be
right,
like, you know what? I like this. I like this shit. So is
right,
it
right.
still pain now? You see what I'm saying? Is it still pain
Uh,
because I
uh-huh.
like it? You see what I'm saying? It's like, or is it now a sensation, or has it always
Right.
just been a sensation or a
Or
feeling?
stimulant.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and something that you judging. You judging.
Right.
Oh, that hurts. That's a judgment.
Right, right, right. Yeah, there have been tales that even some women experience childbirth without any pain stuff. Don't know whether it be like underwater or the breathing exercises or something. Some women have heard that they actually is able to go through without feeling the excruciating pain. So,
I have heard that too. Yes, I've heard
mhm.
that too. And it's just the people that I've heard it from. You just look at the type of people that they are, and you're like, oh my God, you are a loving soul. Like you are, you know what I'm saying? Like you just a breath of
Yeah.
fresh air. It's like, oh man, that's good. So yeah, she's like, nah, yeah, I have no pain, girl. No, that just a pretty smile. Everything. I'm like, oh wow, like that's nice. So yeah,
Hmm.
man, red flags.
Red flags, red
Green
flags,
flags.
green flag. Go, go, go. It's a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
and then realizing it's all flags. You know what I'm
right. It's
saying?
all
It's
flag.
all
Right,
flags.
right, right,
How
right, right.
how
Sometimes.
good are you? Can you change that red flag into a green flag? More than
Right,
likely,
right, right,
probably
right,
not. But
right, 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 right.
A for effort.
Man, even growing up, remember plenty of days like in high school, those early years, you
Hmm.
with a girl, all these green flags, and y'all get along.
Oh,
Then you almost, then the red flags start coming up.
right.
Stop. We the shit. Then you say, wait a minute, we got the green
Right.
flags, you with it, not the red flags. Yes.
Right.
Then he said,
That's when you
how to
meet
go?
her
Oh,
brother.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Oh, who's this nigga? Oh, this is my brother. Is that your blood brother? Nah, we just. Oh shit, here we go. Here we go. Red flag.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Nah, this is funny. It's all choices. All choices.
Yeah. And then there's the metaphysical pain, the emotional pain, mental pain.
Mm,
That's some serious shit.
mm,
Because sometimes, because society, in a sense, some would say, maybe some post-traumatic slave syndrome tied into how in our genes we're it maybe looked at we've grown accustomed to pain so much we're numb to it, or we like You know, like any abusive relationship, sometimes you say, well, why don't you just leave? If woman be like, well, if he don't beat me, he don't love me. You know, somewhere in some of our DNA or some shit like that, that kind of mindset. If we don't experience pain, then we ain't doing something right or some shit like that. You know,
Hmm.
it just
Yeah,
came up just now.
that's called BDSM.
Uh-huh. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That is a thing. That is a thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is. And it's a process to
Right,
that too. People think that motherfuckers are
right.
just beating each other in there. Nah, you got to build up to that shit. It starts with slow, gentle touches. Little touches. It starts with caressing. It starts with feathers. It starts with this, and then you start getting a little harder, and then hitting a little harder and a little harder. You're building up your pain tolerance. That's just like taking a martial arts class. Put your pads on so that you get used to getting hit. You're being conditioned to get hit because you're going to get hit. That's all a
Hmm.
part of the. It's all a part of the interaction. Your physical interaction is different pressures. You see what I'm saying? Somebody could tap you right in the nose, or they could punch you in the fucking face.
That's right.
It's layers
Different
to this
levels.
shit.
Right, right, right.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah, man. That's something.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's dancing around everyone's emotions about it. If you run into a black belt martial artist, he's probably conditioned to get hit a few times. He probably wants you to hit him. Like, yeah, I wish you would. Like, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's release this energy. You see, and they look for fights. But not look for fights. It's more of a humble thing. But when you're in that training and so forth, you're looking for that type of interaction. Just like if you're getting into a relationship with a female, you looking to kiss and hug and have sex and do all kinds of different stuff. Same
Hmm.
thing on a martial arts type joint. Or if you're skating, who gives a fuck? You practice. Hey, you like to skate? All right, bet. Let's go skate. We can practice one around. We can do the jump. We can practice the different moves. Let's go to the beat. Let's switch, go backwards, turn forward, do this, do all kinds of different moves. But you got to practice
Right.
that shit. Condition yourself. You see what I mean? Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Half the time we don't realize we're in training because this is just shit we do every day. You don't realize you're being trained for certain shit because me and my brother was just fighting. Yeah, that's training you for life. Out there, how to deal with
Ah.
situations and keep you calm with somebody that loves you, that really hates you. It's a passionate love-hate relationship with brothers.
Ah.
Oh,
So, so what you're saying is the experiences you're having right now is training and preparing you for something that's to come later.
everything. Everything.
Everything.
All the shit you
Ah.
called for. You created it. You called
Ah.
it for. That's your shit. So you got to take yourself through the training and conditioning to deal with what you call for.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this something to sit with here.
Yeah.
Again, it's a different perspective on another look at our experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because in fact, and at the same time, what you're experiencing, you was prepared for it from what you did before. So you already prepared for this, and what you do now is going to prepare you for what's coming next. That's that motherfucking cycle.
Yeah.
Ah, it's this
Cycles
that's
within cycles. Cycles within cycles. Cycles within cycles. It's more cycles. It's more cycles. When you get to the center of the cycles, that's where creation, that's the source. The center of your everything. All in the center.
hmm hmm
Cycles, psychology, psyche, the mind, the center, the core. Coming in
right,
from the core. You know?
right. The spirit, uh
Uh,
the effervescence and shit.
the effulgence, the whole effulgence of the whole joint. The everlasting light, everlasting house of light. That's Solomon. Solomon, it's the king. Light, you know? Soul of man. It's light.
Yeah.
You got your stellar, solar, and lunar. Use stellar, solar, and stellar, solar, and lunar light. And it's
Okay.
like, oh,
Okay.
oh, what's that mean? That's so scientific. That's the sun, moon, and the stars, nigga.
Right. Right. Right.
It's
Right.
like, yeah.
Right.
And every other piece of light that comes from them three. Three is the great one. Well, get your three. Figure it out. It's all good.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
greatness. You only great. You know, shit, the
Right.
greatest of all time. You know, Jesus
That's
said, "I'm
fair.
the way, the truth, and the light." Oh, what did he
Right.
mean? Oh, there's more. You know what I'm saying? The way, the truth, and the light. Now there's three aspects of the light: stellar, lunar, and solar. Sun, moon, stars. Now I'm assuming
Uh-huh.
that there's three to the way. Three aspects to the way. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sure
Right.
there's three aspects to the truth.
The right path, the middle path, the right path, the left path, and the middle path.
Hmm, there we go.
Uh-huh.
What
Uh-huh.
about in between the middle and the left? Is there something in there too?
Yeah. So that's when you get off into infiniteness.
There
There's
you go.
infinite. Infinite.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The lotus
Yeah, that
flower.
yeah, yeah,
And that's the flower to bloom. You
yeah.
know?
And it's something you just said the sun, the moon, and the stellar light. Something like yeah, we don't use that a whole lot. We talk about maybe somebody with zodiac, but when it comes like sun, the moon, is just interesting, interesting.
We use it
How
all the
we
time. We don't know that we're using it.
that
You
makes a
don't know
difference.
you're
Yeah.
using it. Right. You have a
It,
solar plexus. You have a
uh-huh.
solar plexus. You have an inner sun. That's
Uh-huh.
one of the lights. You know what I'm saying? Close your eyes. You'll see little stars and shit start popping up. That's another form of light. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just period. Just and then everything in between. You got all that stuff here, there, and everything in between. Father,
Right,
Son, and the Holy Ghost, mother, daughter, child, or mother, son, child, father, mother, child. It's all
right.
different. The threes. It's threes that make up the
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the name of me, myself, and I. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, no man comes to the Father but by me. By these nuts.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh
So
man.
everything is a trinity. Everything
Mhm.
is a trinity because
Yeah.
everything is masculine and feminine, and it comes from it, and the masculine and feminine of everything. It comes from everything's own black hole into time and space.
Hmm.
So everything comes from that black hole. And that black hole is that center. That's the source. And the masculine and feminine is the Son and the Holy Ghost. Hmm.
Because you got here, there, and everything in between,
Uh-huh.
which is a combination of here and there. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you got the Father, one entity, the Son, another entity, and then the Holy Ghost, which is the whole entity of all of them included.
Uh-huh.
So you
Uh-huh.
create three off the ones.
Yeah, man. This shit is in everything. That's what they say. All this shit is in everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
You can slice it up all kinds of different ways. It's like, oh shit. This way, that way, over there, up here, down there, in here, out there, in, out, all these different what would be dyads or something, or just two. Two and then two makes three. And then three, it keeps it's
Uh-huh.
multiplication, it's addition, it's the
Mm-hmm.
sum. What's the sum? Which is the sum, it's the total, it's the whole, the all.
Right.
You know what I mean? They even got some people that was named after them, like some Aryans. They was some Aryans, some Aryan.
Yeah, there was some areas.
Yeah, yeah. Summer. They came from the sun. It's summer. You know what
Mm.
I mean? Summerians.
And
They was
some
summer
was,
niggas. You
yeah,
know.
and some was Alia.
Mm, mm,
Hmm.
mm.
Yeah, some was
Alia.
Alia too. Yeah, Somalia.
Oh man, hold on. Hell, it knocked my sound out. Hold up. Hold up 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right, Somalia.
Shit.
Sometime. Uh-huh. Well, as we have this little pause for the cause, and taking a toe off the smoke, just want to remind everyone again, we're here holding space. That's what this platform is all about. Holding space for each other, for our own dialogue, discussion, getting to the nitty gritty, as some would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Like the details. Gotta get into the details.
that's
Like, what
right,
does that
God.
shit mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's that mean? Can you explain that?
How much time you got?
How much time you got, buddy?
Shit, pack a lunch and dinner.
It did. You have a lifetime.
Mhm.
Shit. That's like it just keeps going. There's always new shit to know and learn and reveal and discover. That's like the apocalypse. That's the listing in the veil. It means this shit gonna be coming still all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's still more shit.
It's
You know?
motherfucking infinite possibilities.
Infinite. Do you understand what infinite
Infinite
means? What
possi
does infinite mean? You know?
it's so much shit that ain't even came yet. That's that motherfucking shit is infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities. Yeah. And to feel strongly attached to one could be a detriment. Like infinite possibilities. So
Right.
motherfucking creation is set up to be polyamorous. We're created polyamorous anyway. Because
Yeah.
with infinite possibilities, how can a nigga just love one and that's it? Or just only love one possibility, forget everything else?
Like,
Shit.
what the hell? You know?
Shit.
Don't don't love that. Don't love that over there. Just pick and
Right.
choose. Pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. You like that? No, I don't like that. And that's cool. What? Why? Why? And then but you can't answer the question why you don't like that. You see what I'm saying? Why
Uh-huh.
not? So you know what to. You know what I mean? When you go into something, it's like, all right, let me see. Why don't I like that? Is it based on the principle? Is it based on something that just doesn't agree with me? And stand on that. You can stand on that. You don't have to like everything. You know what I'm saying? That's like, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
But realize that me not liking it is also giving it energy.
Right.
Goes both ways. I can love it or I can hate it. Either way, that's still powerful energy.
Mm-hmm.
Negative and positive are both forms of energy that both work together when used properly. Try to get your Xbox controller to work without and putting both batteries on the positive side. Shit ain't gonna work. Oh, all
Right.
positive, all positive, oh, all positive. No, your shit ain't gonna work all positive.
It's
It's
not the
not how
way
this
that
shit is designed.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Got to be a balance,
Exactly.
a flow of all things. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or whatever, however it rolls. You know what I'm saying? It's all
Hmm.
things, as above, so below. As within,
Hmm.
so without. It's a fraction. It's a piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah. The one soul concept hit the other day too. Because a lot of times over the years heard the analogy of the ocean and a glass of water, some shit like that, or the
Mhm.
waves on top. Say you got a glass of water, you get the ocean, you get a glass of water, put it, dip it in there, get the ocean in the glass. It's the same motherfucking what to say,
Elements.
quality,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Same properties.
Yeah.
It's just not attached or separate, as they say. But it's still the same shit. And it came up like that. That analogy is just with the soul. Was like she was like, is one soul. Like it's one God. Is one.
Hmm.
And it's the analogy they use with the ocean. What does that feel? Just sit with that. So we just sat with that for a little bit, and
So,
it brought about peace.
hmm hmm
Yeah, yeah.
because think about
So
it. Think about it. You come from the ocean, right?
right.
Which is the primordial waters, which is a chemical. And that chemical can mix and match and create into anything. The power of water.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
look at it, that's the water. That's what you're in your mother's womb. That's what all the sea creatures live in and feed off of and love. The kelp forest and stuff that is in the water. All kinds of animals and so forth that come from the water that live in everything.
Right. This also came along with that, the same as water shit, because it was like water is made of two gases. So
Mm,
two gases, which is lighter, that realm. They come together to form this liquid, and this liquid creates the portal that brings things you say to life, the bacteria, everything, and they say, the fish and everything goes,
yep.
and the things on Earth need the water because the plants, the animal, everything that's alive need the water. So either you're in the water or you come out the water, but you still need the water. So you got to keep continuing the water because it's that portal back to the unseen source, which back to that soul. So it's like, yeah, this all was like, it's heavy. So it's like, yeah,
A, a practical application of that is
right.
you ever go into a full elevator and fart?
Yeah. Yeah, did that before.
You create all kinds of energies when that happens. You know what I'm saying? You can make a friend or an enemy. Either way, and everything in between. Be like, yo, somebody will they go, man, what the fuck? God damn it, yo, who the fuck did that? Oh, da, 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 da. Right? And then you got other people be like, God damn, yo, that shit stinks, nigga. Like, that's a fucked up, like, God damn. It
Right,
could go either way. It'd be like, damn, yo, like, people could start critiquing your, like, God damn, nigga, what did you eat? Fuck,
right,
God, oh, you know what I'm saying? Or they be like, yo, man,
right,
why the fuck you gonna do that shit? How you gonna just come in here? You know we all in here. No, no, no.
right, 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 right.
So that gas, those gases, right? They don't all have to stink. They can some smell good. You know what I'm saying? Pheromones and shit, different things like odors and stuff that cause. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's all the practical, just a funny joke because it's all science. It's all the same principle. You see what I'm saying? So you can break it down like, oh shit, damn, this, oh okay, all right, bet it's gas. It's fire. And it could create
Mm-hmm.
a liquid, a liquid,
Mm-hmm.
something a little more solid.
Right. Uh, right. That's something.
You the shit.
Yeah, how about that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's like
Uh-huh.
that's like the shit. That's the secret though. That's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because you put the on the IT, which is the information technology. You see what I mean? So that's coming back and forth and then you know shit. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? It's the shit.
Uh-huh.
It's just what it is. It's like, okay,
Uh-huh.
all right. So how do we work this motherfucker?
Right. That's right.
Breathe, breathe, think and breathe, look and live. Think and
Yeah.
breathe, and you look and live. It's always three in that too. Look and live. Look and live. You gotta do two things. Three. Look and live. So that's three. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because and is always it's more. And means a whole lot. You ever look up the definition of and?
Not lately.
Me either. But I'm just I was just thinking about that shit. I'm like, yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
look that up. Cause that shit is in everything. Every sentence you will find an and. Damn near. If you don't find maybe not every sentence, but most you see it a lot. Same thing with
Mm-hmm.
the.
And
The is
but.
everywhere. What does
But
that
in
actually mean? What's the deep meaning behind the? THE. What does it mean? Break it down. It's one syllable. So it's powerful. One dot, black dot, the, it.
mm,
You know, put it all together and what do you got? Think about it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
The It, that's the name of the our news that the Indigenous time.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
took a break from January and February, gonna come back out in March.
Okay.
And they just hold event just in just in digital form, any events that we're doing with the collect with the chi and Soulful Sundays on there and shit like that. So
Yep.
mhm, yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is the truth.
hmm Was over at Temple Mother Earth yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Comfort did her event over there. It's mindful microdose. She's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to have it over there once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, don't know if Antonio's coming back because he was scheduled to do the ninth and the 10th, like 2 days in February.
Okay.
But that's off the calendar now, and so he may not he may be gone. They're having issues anyway. But that microdose with comfort that was decent. There's forgot the
Okay. Yeah.
brother's name, but he has all kind of besides all kind of flutes and gongs and the whole
The whole
motherfucking
gamut. Yeah.
ensemble and shit. The way the
Yeah.
motherfucker sounds, you saying wait, because you get these blindfolds to go over your eyes. You got the
Mm.
microdose, the TR ready.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yeah, yeah, motherfucking just you know,
Yeah.
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 And of course,
Oh
stayed
yeah.
around and helped out all day. So we was drinking tea all day yesterday, microdose, talking shit.
Energy is high. It's tea time. Tea time, yo. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
So she
beautiful.
said that may be going on. She said it may be going on. They're gonna do it once a month. So
Okay.
yeah, little heads up on that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. That is man, yeah, covered. That's good shit. That's
yeah,
good shit. Flower of life. You know what I mean? There's many different flowers. It's like if we changing up names, flower, fungi, all these drawers. It's like, yeah, they're flowers, they're plants. Falls
right,
under a
right, right,
plant, right? Like comes from the earth. Even a tree, I guess, will be a form of a plant. Something you plant.
right,
You plant
right, right.
anything you plant. Right?
Mm,
That's planted in there. Oh, it's a plant. Something comes up. It's a plant.
right,
Now what we gonna call it? We're gonna call it a flower. We're gonna call it a tree. We're gonna call it a fungi, a mushroom. We're gonna call it grass, call it all kinds of shit. you
Right. Right. Right.
know?
Uh-huh. You're
Yeah.
right.
So it's like all of that stuff. Fertilizer, need fertilizer. What's that? Shit. Fertilizer is shit.
There it
You
is.
know? It's like, yeah, that's the shit.
Man or.
Yeah, man, or right, man. It's like, yo, man or God. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, because
that's right.
gold. Gold is the excrement of the gods.
Mm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That means gold is God's shit.
Hey, that's why it's so valuable, huh?
Right. Right. Can you imagine a nigga that's so valuable? His shit is gold. You shit gold. You
Yeah,
shit gold. You shit
right.
gold.
AKA
That's
Mansa Musa.
yeah, you shit gold. That's probably why they collect it. Oh shit. You collect that shit because it's gold. It's gold, baby. Oh, precious.
Mother love,
Lord,
mother
Mother
love.
love. Yes, indeed. See
precious
you
One love
Lord.
through.
and wellness. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Top
Yeah.
of the day, fellas.
What's
I
happening?
started
Indeed,
listening
indeed.
earlier on, and then I missed a big part when I was trying to get on. I used the last link, which apparently there was, there's a new link. So I apologize. I was in La La Land for a little bit.
That's right. Shit, we in La La Land here together. Shit. Now we all get in motherfucking La La Land. La la. La 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 la.
Ashe.
That's right. Shit, this
Yeah.
motherfucking 3D experience was La La Land. For real. La
Man.
La Land. This motherfucking
La
earth shit.
la 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 la.
Right. Yeah.
You're it. Tag, you're it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, speaking of tag, you read just to kind of did you hear about the red light, green light little piece?
I saw that that was the topic, and when I got cut off, it was something about red lights being like in relationships or whatever. But that
Yeah.
there's a choice of choosing pain as well as you
Right.
know to get it. Why does it happen? Like when I broke my leg, and I said, I did this major walk or whatever. These people were encouraging me, you can do it, you can do it. So I had to turn the pain off.
Right.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
so bring me up to date from there. That was my 2 cents. But clue me in again a little further than
Yeah.
that.
Because conversation, was having a few days ago about pain, and it was like a lot of times if we ignore red flags that we can talk about, I ignored those red flags, then some happen that's not pleasant, relationships, accidents. And so the thought is, well, what if we do begin to honor those red flags, but not just the red flags, but if we honor the green flags? Because if they are red flags, they got to be green flags. Then
Turn
it
it
brought my
into a
person back.
green flag.
Right. Or yeah, because well, based upon the game, red light, green light, and duality, there has to be green flags. Because sometimes we say, like, some told me to do that. With the jury, your personal experience, what God speaks to you says, do this. So you experience with following the green signs. You may not know why you're doing it, but you're just being obedient. It says, okay, Spirit said do this, we'll do this. So follow the
Like
green
in
signs.
astrology. Astrology
Right,
tells you red signs, it tells you the green signs, but it's really just telling you the conditions for the terrain that you're about to approach, and so that you can actually consider all of those conditions. That if you do make it a green light, you got to make these things, turn green. Work with
right,
them in the energy that allows that to be covered, whatever it is, that external, that it was red, but now it's green because I know how to work with it.
right. And
Transmute the
so
energy.
Right. And so Tony also pointed out something earlier. We came up with the realization that all of that our experiences that we had in the so-called past has prepared us for what's happening right now. And what's happening right now is preparing us for what's about to come. And with that, going back to the red light, green light as a child, we remember playing red light, green light when you cover your eyes, go around in a circle, say 1, 2, 3, red light, whatever. And when you open your
Right,
eyes, whoever you see moving on red light, they got to go back. You saw you moving, you got to go back.
right.
Yeah.
And the
But we
first
say
person
green light,
across the
right,
yeah,
right.
you go.
But they could say green light.
Yeah,
They could say green light too. So you had to be ever vigilant. And so that game we learned as a child prepared us, in a sense, for red light, green light with the universe. Because the motherfucking universe will say, stop, nigga, don't do that. We might want to go anyway. So then that pain, sometimes it set us back some. We got to start over, do it over
I
again.
had I had to
And
think
then,
about that when it was time to come back in because I wasn't going to come back on. I had gone to the wrong steam yard. When I came back in this time, it was because I had passed something that said my last name, Avenue, Patterson Avenue. And I was like, oh, there's the
uh,
green light.
see, that's it. That's it. That's the shit right there. That's the shit.
The subtle
Yeah.
energies. Subtle energies.
Right.
Pick
So
up
we
on
say,
them, pick up on them.
right, yeah. So that's what we saying. Let's do that every day, every experience. Just be
All the
attentive to the
time.
signs, right? Because
Yup.
the signs is
Yeah.
right here. Yeah.
Yup.
Signs and symptoms. Yeah.
That's part of your stellar light.
Ah, that stellar light.
The
Yeah.
stellar light. That's like, because you got solar, right? If we break it down, solar, stellar, and lunar, right? Lunar is the moon, solar is the sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, stellar would be the stars. So these little signs, these little things that pop up, you see stars in your head and so forth, and something catches your attention over there, and you look at it and it happens to be your angel
Uh-oh, my
number.
signal's messing.
Yeah, then but the signal, the signal's always there though. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like even if the signal messes up, then there's something that you need to focus on right there that blocks you out. It's all works together. So it's all a continuous cycle of grand, wonderful things and stuff that you deal with on a star basis. Because you are the star. You the star of this movie.
That's where the GPS goes by. The GPS goes by the stars. The navigation systems uses stellar energy,
Yeah, there you go.
basically
Eh, eh,
global positioning.
Exactly. There you go. So it's all, and it all like it all intersects in other ways that I'm not necessarily smart enough to talk about at this particular moment, but start with that, and then it puts you in all kinds of different nebulas and all kinds of different shit. It's beautiful. It's a good
I
read.
think that those signs and symptoms that we're getting now, where we're able to sense more of the stellar activity. I think this golden age, the end of that Kali Yuga sort of timing, us being more open and more sensitive. Our global tracking system is getting more refined. We're sensing the signs and the symbols. They were always there. It's just now that the volume is up on our sensitivities to the signs and symptoms that we're even listening for the small voice, or it's not even a small voice anymore to me. That's what they say. I only said what they say, but they say small, but it's not a small voice to me. I take
Right.
it very seriously.
Yep.
And when I'm told to stop or go or move or don't move, yeah, listening.
Yeah. The voice without words. Right. Inner voice.
Oh, wow, yes. Inner knowing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how did you just know that? Because nothing spoke it to you. You just spoke it. You see what I mean? So,
You
where did
know,
where did that come
Creator,
from? Yeah.
the creator in me, the creating the moment.
that's some freakish shit you just said there. There's some freakish shit this experience is. Nigga, you just said you speak some shit out loud. But you speaking some shit. Where did shit come from though? Where did shit come? You hear something, but ain't no words. So you say you hear the words without any sound. There's no sound, but you hear words. Cause ain't no motherfucking sound waves is there sound waves inside the motherfucking head? Or the sound waves outside? There's no sound waves. So
Oh,
how do you hear? What the fuck is that?
wait now. There
That's some
is
freaky
that
shit.
external factor. There is the external factor, the fact that we can be tuned into our IP address, the positioning of our whatever this brain's signal is. It actually can be influenced by others, and we know that. We've seen that. We've done that, Master Chef, right or wrong,
That
to influence
We
others.
yeah.
So I'm just saying, you said, where does it come from? So you have to give it a source, and you have to say it comes from source, not from an outside source, but from your ethers, from your originator, from the original source energy. Am I, what it could, because you said where, okay, so I'm sorry, did I?
no, you're right. You're right. We're letting you cook. We're
Yeah.
listening.
You're
You
simmering,
cooking.
baby.
I, well, yeah, I do think that it is, you have to identify specifics of what you're listening to, because there are, there's signals and things sent in our music. There's signals sent, just on GP for whatever the goals and the agendas and the major influence of the tone of wherever we are and what they're tuned into, as we have entered these places of all these energies together. We can choose to stay tuned to ourselves or open up and tune into what else is going on and vibe what else is, what's in the vicinity.
Right. And all of
So,
that comes from the ultimate source.
yeah, you have a
All of,
direct connect, but then you connect to theirs. So that's
right.
second
Right.
and third.
If what did he say? Obi-Wan Kenobi. He said you mean it obeys my commands? He said partially, but or wait, he said you mean it controls my actions? He said partially, but it also obeys your commands. You see what I'm saying? So you can
Hmm.
have
Okay,
pilot or autopilot. It all comes from the same flying. You,
right.
Hmm.
you said it.
Hmm.
So you might what? It controls my actions? Yeah. Yeah, it does that and it obeys your commands.
Oh, and so what just came is dimensions. What happens is we're able to access different timelines, different dimensions of what is already happening. So
Hmm.
we open up if we tune, like you say, President Mother, so we tune into a different frequency, you know, and we can also transmit on a different frequency, so someone can instantly feel it wherever they are in the multiverse without using sound waves. Because that's like light waves. Light and sound is
Same thing.
it takes time, but
Hmm.
we're able to
Difference.
transmit outside of the speed of sound and the speed of light. So that's what we're talking about, that freaky shit coming in, because we're doing that shit quite a bit throughout the day.
Because you are that. I am the way,
Uh-huh.
the truth, and the light.
Uh-huh.
We're getting deeper into aspects of yourself, stellar, lunar, and solar, which comes back around to the whole thing. Yeah, to the subconscious, to the superconscious, to supramental consciousness, to Bindu. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things, where does it come from? It's a satellite system. You know, it's a whole thing. Like it's like the octopus. You got the feeling tentacles. Everything got a brain in it. Everything is processing something. It's all chemical. Everything is working one way and another.
And another.
And another.
Well, I have something that has happened in another way, because, and I think it's called the Mandela effect or something, where something you thought that was happening and you go back and you talk to somebody else, you know, the words came out this way, and then everybody else heard it another way, and now it's a new way. But I don't know. Anyway, so let me explain how I think it is, and if you tell me if that's what it is or not. Mandela effect. So a friend of mine called me and said, you know, he let me know that somebody in my family had passed. And so last week I called his wife and I says, hey, you know, my condolences, blah, blah, blah. And she said, he's not dead. Now, my friend called me. He told me you missed the services and this, that, and the other. But guess what? Now he's dead. The one that told me he was dead is dead. The one that was told to be dead is not dead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's some freaky shit there.
But so at the point where the person had told me that he was dead, and then I call and I tell her my condolences, and she says he's not dead, I believe, because I was under the impression for a period of time that he was gone. Conditioned myself, did whatever, you know, had my moment, you know, of sadness or whatever, reflection and so on. And then next thing I know, I'm in a whole different mindset, like, oh my God. And then I do know, you know, I had to factor in the fact that the guy is really gone. Like the one, you know what I'm saying? That's like a really freaky twist to me.
Life and death is in the
You
power
know?
of the tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. That's like it keeps, you can, yeah, that's the flip of it. Life and death, both are in the power of the tongue.
I believe he really thought that man was dead, though. I believe he really thought that.
So much so he wanted to join him,
And
huh?
Yeah.
he might have had yeah, apparently. Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
interesting though, because if he actually thought that, if he felt in his heart that that was the truth, then why the because you know how they say when you give something, you get it back tenfold, it comes back to you tenfold. Right? So when you're speaking
That's crazy.
things into existence, you know, if it's like if there's pure intentions behind it, then you would be covered. But if you're spreading some type of dark energy or something like that, then that, I mean, that's just interesting, just listening to your story, like how it happened. He said this, which wasn't true, had you believe in a certain thing, and then, you know, and then on the flip side,
See,
now he dies.
and that guy who he said was dead is my godfather.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
And
So
I'm on
that
my way
caused
to my godmother's house now.
so that caused the stirring in you.
Wow.
That's pain. That goes back to that
I'm in
pain.
some back roads right now, so it's a little choppy on the signal.
That's all good. Mm. Welcome, other precious.
I guess I'll get a signal back in a minute.
Got two preciouses. Two preciouses.
Oh crap in the handbag.
Well, 1.5 look like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
transmuting energy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on.
Yep. Now back to one precious.
Mm.
Life is funny that way. Just when you think you got two, you only got one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So what's happening, Soul Slater?
All's good. All's good. Was speaking with my cousin down in South Carolina earlier when you came to share what was going on.
Uh-huh.
There was some readings and things I got from the family, and called her to share with her some dreams and things that I was having. And she was able to give insight into what was going on with her and gave me some stuff historically with the family.
Mhm.
So she tied up some things with my people in Louisiana and some things with my people in Mississippi and some things with my people in the Carolinas. So she was like, the South Carolinas, giving me the Gullah Geechee ness of it all with the family. And so she's like, so you pull from all of these different energies. And with me pulling from both sides, my mom and my dad's side of the family, she's like, that explains, it gave some explanation to a lot of what I experienced and what's going on. And remember earlier I was telling you about putting everything into this realm in truth, you know,
Right.
instead of sub creating realms and then expecting people to be able to connect with me when, you know, I've created realms that keep people at a distance. So to go into the truth, and she was like, just confirming my acceptance and walking into this whole soul slate of peace.
Mhm.
And the need to be able to really disconnect from any spiritual indoctrinations that I have a fear of, you know, being ostracized from, and just go do what I'm supposed to do and stop worrying about that Christian perception, I guess, so to put it.
Yeah, makes sense. Hmm. At least don't worry about it in that way.
Right, right.
Hmm.
What you worrying about? You scared of some shit? Oh Lord, I don't believe it, but I believe it. That shit scared the fuck out of me. Goddamn. Yeah, shit be getting scary sometimes because you can't put a handle on shit that's happening right in front of you. I don't believe that. Oh shit, but it just happened. So let me wrap my brain around what I just saw. No, 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 I can't do that. No, no, no. Well, what? But everybody else is doing it. Everybody, okay. Well, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, all right. We'll roll with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's an indoctrination. You see, so when we know that we've been indoctrinated, or you know, just thinking about it, you can go dive into it and be like, yo, where did this happen? And it's so subtle. It's so slick. You don't even
Right.
realize it's happening. That's a smooth criminal.
Yeah. Talk about a smooth.
Smooth.
So,
Baby, are you woke yet? Are you woke yet, baby? Baby, are you woke yet? You've been hit by, you've been a smooth criminal. One Love and Wellness, the back roads took me out, but you know, I persevere.
there
One
it
love,
is.
Mama Princess.
Hey, love, how are you?
Wonderful, fabulous, and marvelous.
Yes, yes.
On this beautiful Sunday, day of the sun. Ashe, red light, green light, red light.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm.
What
Shared that
color?
story about Precious Soul Slate about the red light, green light, and the pain. That was the you know the catalyst for that topic. Red light, green light. Not just a child's game. You know,
Mm,
as Tony, you know, we put together earlier in this discussion that all of our past experience, whatever we went through, actually prepared us for what's happening right now.
okay.
And what we're doing right now is preparing us for what's to come. And so as a child, this red light, green light game, we played, you know, one, two, three, red light. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you move and they say red light, you got to go back. You know, but if they sometimes they say green light, then you go forward. Whoever crosses the line first is the new person. So that game prepared us for the adult game of red light, green light, which we call red flags, green flags.
Okay.
That source creator, you know, Mother, Father, God, is now the shot caller. And the red flags that come up and say, don't do that. You better stop. But if we keep going, we may get some pain or have to go sit down sometime because something happened. We got to start over, go back and start over again. And remember, only go on the green lights and stop. Just stop what you're doing on the red lights or the red flag. So that's how we tied in red light, green light, with these so-called red flags that a lot of us talk about as adults today. Mother, the red flags. Not so much the green flags, but more so the red flags. But we're suggesting if we talk more about the green and the red flag, and then we may just say, well, shit, if there's two flags, let's go with the green flag, and they tend to get us closer where we go. Going. It feels better. So that was that thing, red light, green light.
You know, it's funny after talking about this so much. It's new stories come up all the time about different experiences that we've had playing this game. So it's like when you know how you got somebody that always wants to be the green light and they always want to
Right.
be the light. So when one person gets close, they start, oh no, I saw you move, right? And they make you go back. Now,
Uh-huh.
sometimes because the person wants to be the light so bad, they just say that they saw you move. You
Uh-huh.
see what I'm saying? Oh, I saw you move. Like, no, you didn't. You didn't see me move. Yes, I did. I saw you move. You can't go because if one more turn and it's and
You'll
you
be here.
touch. So it's
Right.
like, oh shit. Like, nah, all right, I gotta tag you out. You gotta go back. You gotta go back. When really you didn't move. So then it was like a whole thing. It becomes when you get to that point and then you don't move on
Uh,
purpose
uh-huh.
for the cycle of that red light, green light. And then when they turn
Uh-huh.
around, they say something, be like, nah, you lying because I didn't move this time.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's like, I got you. So now you off. Now I'm the
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, man. It's
Yeah.
that I
There's
love
levels in
that
this
game.
thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I forgot all about it too.
Yeah.
Recall hopscotch and jacks and marbles. Recall those games. But for
Oh,
some reason,
dodgeball.
oh yeah, dodgeball.
Dodgeball is the shit.
Yeah.
We was playing that at the trampoline park. That is still a fun game, yo. Even as an adult, you just
Yeah. Right.
For sure.
Right.
They now have a lot of places where you can go do the Imaginarium and immersive screen and energy activities. Have you guys been seeing those things?
hmm like the House of Illusion and stuff.
Yes, yes. So the mind doesn't know the difference, and immersing yourself. That's kind of like our mantras or affirmations, the way they kick in. But uh, I think I just took a wrong turn in the conversation. I dropped off. The signal was terrible. The signal came back,
It's
and
not a wrong turn.
I
It's just that turn. You just turn left.
yeah.
All right, cool. It's
So
a
now
road
we
over
So
there
go.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a road. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If we need to make a U-turn, we can go up here to this light, and we can make a U-turn.
I've
But
heard
if
them say
not,
don't go in. I've heard them say don't go into the light. Have you heard that part?
Yeah, I've heard that.
And what would that do if you defer from the light? Asha.
Go, go to the dark. Oh, sorry.
yeah. From another perspective, you're right. To the dark, to source energy, whereas going to the light implies through another portal, to another timeline,
Right.
another experience, because you're going to another light. But going to the darkness, you're going just ain't no things. You just in source.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Hmm.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
hmm
Right. And so, cause and from the most basic perspective on Poltergeist, where I think it may have came more famous from Poltergeist, that movie back in the day when the little girl was inside the TV, and they were saying come to the light because they was telling her to come to the light because they saying she was in darkness. So come, the light you see is us in creation. So come out of that dark place that you're in to this light. So that's what where my person first heard is on Poltergeist. And it didn't make sense from that perspective, but it also makes sense if you don't want to go to another reincarnation, being born from another woman, just say, "Fuck it, we're going to be with Source. And we just end it all right now, shit." Or,
Well,
or, and, or,
I
and
just
if you have the intellect that says, let's go to Source and then come back out on our own. So that's a whole nother level to that thing, yeah.
The choice, not knowing you had a choice before. It wasn't something that anybody said. It was something like a guidance thing. People were guiding us to go towards
Right.
the light. You've heard that. But I want to change gears again one more time on the red and the green tip, because
Mhm.
red is your root chakra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And green is your heart chakra.
Right.
Mhm.
So you go with the heart.
You go with the all.
And well,
Ah.
It's all
the
one
green
spectrum.
usually represents green represents the living thing as well. Green represents the land. When you have it on a flag.
Green is in red. Green is in red,
Ah.
as is orange, as is yellow, as is purple, as is white, as is black, as is brown, as is all of these colors. They're all in. We've
Just for
separated it
in
into a
different
spectrum, but they're
various
still all
degrees,
fused
right?
together. When you look at like the
Okay.
Schumann resonance and stuff like that, and you look at different graphs and stuff, you see how it all fuses together and it becomes one color that separates in different parts. You see what I mean? It's a oneness that's separated, that's different. It's the same, but it's different. That's the dichotomy. That's like it's a tree, but it has different branches, different leaves that are all the same, that are different.
Like when you work with stage light, you mix all of the colors together to get white.
Mm.
And it's like when you see the performers and everything, and they're in white light, and then you see all of the colors and stuff behind them. Well, that white light that you see on the performers is all of the colors mixing together, and you isolate them according to the melanin or lack thereof in people's skin, so that everybody can appear as natural looking when you see them. So if you think about just what you were just saying with the colors, how that even works within our own spectrum of our chakras and everything, it's like you got to mix them all together, but according to different vibrations is whether or not how you lean or tilt or mix, if that makes any sense at all, to
Yeah,
get to the pure light, to get to the natural light, to get to what is right for each person.
right. That goes back to what we were talking about last week with the octopus, because that white light and them being able to change themselves into any different, whatever their background is, they can change into anything, any color and shape and form.
Mm-hmm.
So when you break that down, it's a piece in there called chromatophores,
Mm-hmm.
which causes them to do that. And those chromatophores break down into melanophores, xanophores, lucifores, which is the white light, the melanophores, which is the black light. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like all
Right.
it's
Right.
different layers inside of that aspect of just what you were just saying. So that's why it's always, always comes back around, the feeling of it, the essence of it, the knowing of it, the however the unknown knowing of it, not knowing what you know, but somehow studying it, it becomes clear. Feel me?
Something
Mhm.
I thought of when you said octopus and changing into like a chameleon sort of thing,
Yes.
absorbing into the background. It
Hmm.
reminded me of, there was a time I had a dream that this dark spirit was chasing me, and I decided to try to hide from that spirit. I don't know, it's at the split second. At that point, I realized I could actually absorb into the wall, and in the dream, I absorbed into the wall and became the same, like chameleonized myself or whatever to become the wall. And I could actually see that. I don't know how, but I could see the outline of myself when I was outside of myself, looking at myself, that I could see the faint distinction of who I was, but that I had become a part of. And at that point, I want to say like the all, but I absorbed into, so that made me think about the octopus part of it. It's like, wow, they actually, that's like a superpower.
Hmm. Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
But not
Hmm.
knowing you have the choice to do that, we as people, when we go into certain environments or go certain places, we can choose to blend in, so to speak, or we can choose to, stand out, but for the most part, that's a choice. You just have to, that's you do the choosing of that. But it's beautiful that, there are folks that have that technical knowledge of the side of how to accentuate the natural elements of, like, when you're on stage, like, that lighting part of it, the spectrum, like those full spectrum lights that we use often enough. We don't have that on a regular basis. But what I'm saying is, that technical, I never knew that, that was the concept behind, first off, that all the colors were in the light of the white. So
Hmm.
I know we've said that before, but that you use a certain setting, spectrum, positioning or whatever, that to me is like,
Light bender,
that's like
bending light.
having the power, that seeing the power. The light is power, at that point. You're using the power of light to bring out the life.
Because what is light?
Hmm. Ah. Mm. Mm. What is light? What is light?
Energy.
Yeah, it's definitely that which comes from source energy, you know. And like a chef said, we start from the dark to the light. The light came from the dark. So light is the direct ray of connection to source.
Hmm. So
Mm.
information.
Can be,
Um,
if you choose to
Mm.
accept that information. It's a accepting. You can be bombarded with information all day long, but do you
uh,
actually absorb it, accept it?
information. Information is
Data.
something. So information
Something,
is
I think.
yeah. So light is something. It is as opposed to source, which is no things. Light. Oh, light is all things. Light is
All
all things.
colors, all. Okay.
All right. So light is all things. Light is all things.
Dark is
Yeah.
no thing,
Yeah.
which is
And that's
one
all.
thing, which is all
Ah.
things. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said they're both all things.
All
So,
things.
light,
If you
light,
think about it,
light, light is the expression of all things. Ah.
I was going to say, if you think about it, it's that creative moment. Light is that creation from nothing. Light is always creation. Light is always evolving. Light is always energetically becoming. You know what I'm saying?
Ah. Light
So
is the
dark is
manif-
all possibilities. Dark is no thing being chosen yet, but all
Right.
possibilities are there to choose.
It's in form.
Wah. So the light is the manifestation of all things, the holographic projection of all things. Of no, well, is a holographic projection of no things, which makes it all things.
At the
Because it ain't
eon.
no things, right? Because it ain't no things, it could be anything. So it's all things. That's why it's the potential for all, which is why it's information. Because the information, light has the information to create anything. Is
Or to
information
realize, or
to
to
realize.
call forth, like for you to see it in this light. You see what I'm saying? So at the eon, right? In form, it's in form at the eon, right? So you got ION, which is an electrically charged particle. That's the eon. That's what you're breathing in all the time. So when you take in all this information, if you're watching TV, you are taking in light codes and you're programming yourself to whatever it is that the light has formed itself to be, which can suggest to your mind anything, whatever it is that's on TV. Like you say, you're taking in all
Uh,
kinds of tones and sounds and subtones and undertones and overtones and all kinds of tones into this plexus that is your soul.
uh-huh.
The plexus is
So,
the whole, that's where all the joins come in. All roads lead to here. solar plexus. You see what I mean? So that's what we're watching each other right now. So we're all programming ourselves in this conversation a certain type of way. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's in form. Here's the light in form, in actual body, at the electrically charged particle, at the center. Information, technology. You're technical. You're putting this shit together. You like, what's this? What's that? I'm calculating.
You hear that, Precious? We all techies. We just didn't realize it until now. Shit. So we give thanks for your formal training in this shit. Now we can listen with a different eye, different ear, and see with a different eye this shit you've been talking about, a tech person, and what you got to do and shit. Now we can make some correlations.
There you go. Dive into
it opened up a whole nother dimension.
Dive in some water, you find out a whole different dimension, like the deep end of the pool.
And so, what this technician going to do now? Give thanks for that. As it puts this shit together, this nothing story. This technician said, "Oh, now we're the technician." So there's this technician, the lighting technician. You see, my person is remembering because this physical body is light. The most distance form of it is remembering as a lighting technician to reverse osmosis the 7 fractals of light, reverse engineer this back to the one light. And then just create another form in another time, not another experience in the multiverse as the technician. There's some good shit. It makes perfect sense. That's what we're doing. As a technician. Smokestack? Yes, we got the guiding light. Guiding this light. Guiding this light. Yeah.
Young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful.
So they say, what is light? I am light. I am light. I am light. I am all infinite expression. Right. Showing up as a finite, showing up in this finite time and space.
Infinite. Finite is infinite. It's infinite.
It's in there.
Is literally infinite. Like it's in the word. It's infinite.
Inseparable. Like God and the devil. The devil is in God. It's in.
What? Oh, that's what you call it?
The devil is in God.
It's in. And then what goes in comes out.
Like precious mother love. She comes in and she goes out.
She comes in and she goes out.
A perfect manifestation of the principle.
Oh man, that's how it goes. It's beautiful. You know, what you put in, get out. 10 times over. Cause shit, you throw one handful of seeds out there, you won't get 100 plants. You know what I mean? It's like it comes back 10-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. How you think? What you think? Centillion-fold. Any kind of fold.
That's right. Infinite.
Oh, greatest story ever told. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, Lord.
The greatest story ever told. So when we do greater things, it seems like there should be greater stories. It just,
And greater things than these shall ye also do. And you go, oh, there she is again. Hey, back in. As we speak of the greatest story ever told, it's like, yeah,
And
greater
that's the
things
part
than this.
I love. Yes, greater things than these shall
Mhm.
ye do. That's the one part of the Bible that really, really stuck to me. And I had a discussion the other day with Master Shep about that.
Yeah.
And I really think that, I feel I'm not going to compare my life to his, but I think I'm doing some greater things.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
And now I can't hear anything. So I,
Oh
I think I'm
man.
just going to have to say goodbye because the signal. So I'll see you guys next time and I'll watch you from Facebook. One love.
All right.
And
One
wonders.
love, love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit.
Uh-huh. And so when one begins, the more one tells a story, it does becomes the greatest story ever told.
Yeah. Becomes a reality. Speak it into existence. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Greater things than these shall ye also do. Have I not told you that ye are gods?
Mm.
Be still and know. Just be still and know. Well, that's it. Be still. Sit down. Sit your ass down. The only thing
Joe
you
ass.
need to study is your ass. You sit your ass down and breathe into it and study it. Wash it, cleanse it, take it, feel it, get up, do your thing. Feel it, air, breathe, squeeze, hold it. Mm. Speaking with the voice to the kings that must be obeyed. That's your
Mm-hmm.
ass. That's your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know when your ass tell you to do something, your ass better do it.
If not, your ass will be sacrificed for not being obedient.
Yeah, man.
That's what they say, you know.
You know.
Some good experiences to back it up.
I get up.
Mm-hmm.
My cups runneth over. Not from an outside source though. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's it's like you did you see the Avengers when Thor went to Doctor Strange? Oh no, it was Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, where Thor went to Doctor Strange's house and he was trying to find his dad. And he had Loki with him, so they put Loki in this portal. And then he had Thor in the house. So he was sitting there, and Thor was like, or Doctor Strange was like, hey, Thor, you want a drink? And, of course, Thor, he already knew what he wanted. So he just put him in a portal. And the next thing you know, Thor is sitting in a chair with a beer in his hand. And he's sitting there with this beer. And he's like, oh, yeah, I would like a boom. And the next thing you know, he's just sitting there. And then oh,
Uh-huh.
all right, cool. And then he starts drinking the beer. So the beer goes halfway down. And then he's sitting there and Thor looked at the beer. And then Doctor Strange did some, little move or whatever. And then the beer started to spiral and refill
Mm-hmm.
from within. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So it was like all right, here goes another beer. And he's sitting there, boom. And it's like, oh shit, like that was interesting. That was just one piece of the movie, but that
Right.
whole refilling your cups runneth over. Water, beer. It's all different versions of the same. It's all water based,
Right.
or
Right.
whatever scientific base, whatever it is.
Right. So yeah. So I just my purpose to see the visual of um more energy coming from the black hole or black holes from within.
Hmm.
So from some perspective, seven major energy centers are black holes, your chakras are black holes. So if each one has energy coming forth from them, more so than that spear, that tornado that's spinning.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
which goes to
Right.
further when he would generate electricity all throughout his body, and then he could direct it wherever he chose, or pull his hammer to him, push pull power. You see what I'm saying? It's electricity that has a positive and a negative charge. Push pull, and then you
And so
ground.
and so most of us have simply mastered, as they call it, getting that second breath of wind.
Mm,
You know, you'd be so exhausted or like that pain, you say you feel something, like, oh, I can't go on no more. And
mm-hmm.
then you start turning your shit up on the inside, the
Yes,
shit starts spinning. You say, oh, okay, I can
yes.
go on, I can do it, I can do it.
Runner's high. Yeah,
Runner's high.
yeah, yeah.
However, the next level beyond that is the actual influencing the outside. You
Well,
know, and then
that's even further in, right? Because
further
you're
in.
now you're using the out. It kind of it works together like it mixes. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
If I'm running somewhere, yes, the people
Uh,
outside are inspiring me to continue to run.
uh-huh.
But the strength is coming from within me because I am actually doing it. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? And you're taking in that experience being on mile 5 or mile 8, and you're at that level of experience which I can't explain to someone who is still at the car. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? When you're at mile 8 of old rag, it's like like it's everybody has a different level, but you can relate that mountaintop experience to someone else's mountaintop experience that they had in another situation, but it's different, but it's the same.
So no, yeah, but we're also speaking about the going from the runner's high to the doing greater things.
Hmm.
You know, you say the electricity coming from your hands and actually, you know, catching something on fire, or you know, the Doctor Strange type of shit.
Yeah,
Because we've now remembered how to not just use it for a runner's high, you know, to get our second wind, to get in that zone, you know, to get in our zone.
yeah,
We can
yeah.
now know how to use it to go past that zone because we can even bring more energy from inside, so much so that it comes out and they can feel that shit. Ah,
Exactly. Right.
ah, right.
That's like Star
Uh-huh.
Wars. That's like the Emperor. He got your electric power that he could zap something, but it's feelings. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And feelings can be so intense that yeah, they can manifest. That's a
Uh,
focus. You got focus, focus,
It's like
concentrate.
it's your that's when you activate your energy powers most within your feelings, within those emote. It's like the emote is really the projection of those feelings. If you overstand, that's what's doing it. So um conversation you and I had a Shep about with me with the tears, and
mm,
understanding that whenever I would cry, that's when I would get whatever resolve I needed to get. But it has everything to do with that emote of that energy that comes with the tears, and tears being a form of water. You know, water flows in and through everything. There is nothing, we they go, oh, there's no water and electricity, but there is what those ions are. You know what I'm saying? That's that
Yeah.
connective energy right there. And water evaporates and it comes back. So water can be ever present, you know, because you don't know when it rains where that water came from before it went back up to become your rain. But that
mhm.
energy, the emote, all of that connects to move to make things happen. And it's like when people talk about the kinesis and all of the voice, clairvoyance, and all of these different energies and all of these different abilities, it all comes back to how we emote, how we think, how we feel, that energy and connection.
That's a gasm.
Mm,
You see,
Uh,
it's a gasm. A
mm.
gasm is an explosion of, like you said, an explosion of feelings, and it comes in a lot of different forms. Comes in a lot of different forms.
ah.
it's you see what I'm saying? You can have a heartgasm, you can have a
Mhm,
mindgasm.
mhm,
You see what I'm saying? All of these explosions that happen in the body These are, and they activate different forms of light and so forth and so on. And it's like, oh wow, like this is, you breathe. You are electrifying yourself. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Your inner self, just by being happy with yourself.
Right.
You know, oh my goodness, like, oh, I am so, oh man, that good, grand rising you, you know, grand
Right.
Yeah.
rising
Right.
me.
Right.
So this is, you know, those are the things that Christ would talk about. He's like, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are of good report, whatsoever things are this and that. It's a whole list of stuff, even more. Think on these things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are wonderful tools of creation and manifestation for yourself. You know, and in doing that, you'll be able to feed the 5,000 because you've put you put that energy into yourself, knowing who yourself is.
Yeah, I tell you. Mm-hmm. I is who I is. I be who I be.
I
I am
am
that I
that.
am.
Yeah. And what is that?
Light.
What is that? Yeah, the light, the house of evidence.
Luciferon. Say
Yeah.
Luciferon is one of those pharaohs. Lucifer, Luciferon.
Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer. Look, yeah, it's right there. It's part of the
Lucifer.
chromatophores. Yeah,
Okay, Lucifer. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's in the octopus. That's when you study an octopus and you go into how they change colors and they have all of these spinning properties, like Precious had alluded to earlier with melanin and with being able to. It's like they're a higher form of intelligence that they know shit that's unknown to us at this particular point. Like it's there, we just don't know that we know. What
Mm,
man say? He's like, there are known knowns and there are known unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns, things that we don't know that we don't know. But there's
mm,
things now that we know that we can know those unknowns just because you know the unknown, and the unknown is coming to you because you understand that these light things. It's like it starts to break down what it is that you're seeing. Put it together. Think about it. Come, let's reason together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's all come to the mountaintop. You know what I mean? Like we go, this nigga, it's a lot. Jesus be up in the mountains a lot, nigga.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Like what's going
some,
on up there? You
some to that.
know?
Some to that. Hmm.
But now we know. You know, it's everybody. The waterfalls, the water is an everlasting flow. Them waterfalls been there since I was a kid. Where is that coming from? It's been there for years. You know what I'm saying? All these years, where is this coming from? It's been there. It's just flowing, everlasting flow. Mm,
Hmm.
right in front of my face.
Hmm.
It's on my face. It is my face. Oh shit. Ah man.
As we let it be known in our discussions on the Soulful Sunday that we have no lack of intellect, no lack of information as far as who we are and our full potential. So we simply relax into allowing that to manifest in infinite ways in these infinite days. As we remember and be all that we see throughout all eternity. I am it because we are it. And we are it because I am it. We are it. We are who we've been waiting for. Ah, the return of the ancient ones, and twos and threes.
Some high pitched tones.
Yeah. Mountaintop pitch.
Yeah. Those tones get to the core. Like it's the hertz. It's like the higher the hertz. It's like it gets in there. It's like I had a little joint on my phone. It would measure the hertz. So you got 800, 900, 1600. When you ding that bowl, like hit it, it shoots the hertz up,
Mhm.
and it's like bing, and it gets that hot. Like, and it's like you just breathe into it. It's like it's opening up. You know what I'm saying? The whole anterior gyrus. You know what I mean? Just putting that all, just that transmitter, that satellite. So let's say
Yeah.
allows that river to flow.
Been tapping in the back of the head more since we opened up to that anterior gyrus. So,
Yeah.
just another testimony of how, my person used a lot of the information that's brought up, Tony, the scientific, soul state of concepts, how my person actually put them into practice and use them. It
Yes.
does feel a difference, tap this thing and says, okay, we're waking up this interior gyrus so it could translate all that's coming in and, clearly and get some information and shit. So yeah, it's
So your vagus nerve in the side of your neck goes all the way down on both sides. So when you stretch, lean to the side, both, and like breathe into that. And then, in conjunction with back exercises, leaning forward, anywhere where you feel, it doesn't have to be nothing crazy like these crazy poses that these yoga people be doing, but
right,
you
right.
get to that point. So when you breathe into those sections of yourself where you feel a little resistance,
Mm-hmm.
stretch, stretch that good morning stretch. When you come all the way out and you like, you just breathe. That band that's going down the side of your body, all the way, you feel it in your hips and on the
Mm-hmm.
side of your thigh. Then all of that band, stretch that band out very slowly and gently, and breathe into those bands on both sides, and those connect all the way up to the tree of life, or I think it's what, the cerebellum back there, or cerebral sear something. It's sear
Okay.
sears back there, all of them. Then you got your pineal gland, hypothalamus, all that stuff. So, and those massage the nerves that you know Get it all, yeah. Neck exercise, all of that stuff. Just breathe into it. Very simple, very smooth, very to the point. But you're just breathing while you're slowly loving yourself, massaging yourself, just taking in the information. You now know that these light codes, you're taking in information. So allow it to process. Think about what it means. Think on these things. You see what I mean?
Right.
Like, man,
Yeah.
why does this feel so good to stretch just like this, just sitting there? I don't have to go anywhere. I can think about whatever I choose and be happy right here, being still.
Yeah.
And
Sounds like
then,
some good homework.
yeah, yeah, and make it fun. It's not, like I said, it's not a, let's sit
Right.
down and
Right.
pray. Nah, make it
Right.
fun. Crack some jokes on yourself. Talk to yourself. Like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, look, we about to go on a journey here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit about to get real. Hold up, wait. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, this roller coaster in my mind, but just it's just like, oh, just chill, and then it's like breathe and relax and get excited and get happy and feel the sensations and feel yourself feeling yourself and be like, oh my goodness, I can feel myself feeling myself. Like, oh shit, this feels good. Like, oh wow, what if I do this? What does this button do? Oh, look at that. What does that button do? Oh shit. Oh, I like that. Wait. Let me do it again. Wait. Woo! Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, ah, shit, nigga, we on to something now. Hold up, wait. Let me go. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Wait. Whoa, shit! Ah! That's your personal time. That's your private time. Get crazy. Get funny with it. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. You know what I mean? It ain't all
Mhm.
depressing and shit. It's impression. It's impressive. You know what I mean? Like, what? What? Like, go with it.
Mhm.
Whoo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, breathe into all of that. That's the sensation. Those are nerves. You got, how many nerves you have?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers be talking about you getting on my nerves. Oh, really? Which one? Go figure that out, nigga. Yeah.
Mhm.
Come back 20 years later, they be like, you know what? I found out it was the periodontal nerve. Yeah, that was the pudendum nerve. That's that nerve he was getting on.
Woo.
Yo. I'm like, yeah, man, it's a little simple shit that's right there. Right there in front. It's happening. It's happening. Do you know what's happening? It's always the question.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. No.
We know what's about to happen. About to go
Mm.
in here and eat some of this oatmeal. Didn't get a chance either before we started this broadcast, so it should be good and ready to go now.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a very loving and fruitful rising.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes, thoroughly thankful. Gracias. Gracias.
That's
Gracias.
right. Grass your ass for everybody. Grass
Gracias.
your ass for everybody.
Gracias. Gracias.
Yes. Grass your ass from Harry Nuts.
Gracias. Gracias. Oh. Gracias. Gracias. Thank you. So
All right,
grateful.
all right. All right. Until we commune again in such divine fashion.
All right.
All right.
See you guys later.
Everyone enjoy all your creations and the best of thoughts to you.
All right.
Let's see.
Peace and
Yo.
power.
Peace.
Ache, yo.